Welcome back to a fresh episode of Missin Curfew. Updogg, my man.
Never go full Updogg.
Never go full Updogg.
Nice tarp.
Look at this tarp.
Hey, Sauce Hockey, thanks for coming out. Just a quick plug to our new partner, Sauce Hockey. What a t-shirt.
Hold on a sec. I got issues here.
What a t-shirt. Oh, you do have the Fella Tour.
Hold on.
We have the Fella Tour laminate.
Never go full Updogg. Is that a fucking tarp?
Now I can hear you. Now it sounds like we're doing a podcast.
Sorry. I was getting ready for the game. I was doing my hair.
You like to finger fuck that microphone to start off for the first couple seconds.
Well, listen, I know, like I told Binger, I guess, Binger's getting a lot of credit around here. I think my tough love, right, Bing? My tough love?
I think it is, yeah.
Has motivated
tough coaching.
Our TikTok. Do you want to make the announcement that Max just told us before? Or should we pump our own tires a little bit here?
No, I think it's safe to say. Then we can say it live.
I think so.
We've had a great month of January and December, right? What is it? The last 30 days?
The month of January, yep.
Month of January, 2023.
Most downloads for Missin Curfew in the history. So thank you to the listeners.
Must be cold up north.
And I guess, fuck, you guys must be bored up there. Listen, it's fucking cold up there. Every time I call home to Pitt and Roxy, it's snowing, freezing. I'll tell you what, the weather here hasn't exactly been.
No, it's raining. What are you doing? It rains. You film more podcasts. Get more downloads.
I feel like I'm in the studio every day with you trying to figure out how we're going to keep the lights on this fucking place. But so thanks to listeners, Maxie, Binger. Thanks for you guys working Hall Pass. Our TikTok.
TikTok's doing some thumping. A lot of people enjoying that wrench video that we have. How many downloads we got for that one?
That one's at 800,000 right now. Just
800,000
talking about wrenches.
How many comments?
There's about 300 comments.
300 comments.
Wow.
Some guys like the wrench comments, some guys don't. Then other guys question whether that guy has a wrench or not. And this goes back. I'm sure there's some good banter.
Oh, there's a lot of great banter. It's a lot of people calling you guys unprofessional and then someone commenting saying sounds like someone with no wrench. So it's a lot of back and forth.
A couple of girls, tuning in to see, maybe who we're talking about, right? See whose wrench we're talking about there, maybe.
I mean, there's some Hall of Famers that, get treated for their goals and assists and, stardom and trophies. Then there's other guys that just get put in that HOF for the wrench. So the people that are chirping are getting basically ripped back that they have small wrenches. I like that. Okay. Oh, you don't like it? You must have a small wrench. Speaking of small wrenches, that guy from Philadelphia, I know it was cold and I give him credit, but that was a little bee stinger, wasn't it? What? His fucking horn was that. It was tiny.
I mean,
call it about the weather or whatever, but what do you got to be on to get up on that on that fucking light pole and do the old chicken dance with your horn out? What are you on? Whiskey or what's the?
A lot of alcohol. A lot of alcohol.
Any psychedelics in there? Thinking that maybe you look down, your mushroom's a little bigger than it really is.
You're like, is that as small as I think it looks? I mean, the balance, right?
Hey, great balance.
Great balance. He was doing the eagle dance, but man, he's going to regret that. Like when that starts going around and people realize, I know that, listen, I get it, right? It's windy, it's cold, shrinkage. I get it. But even without wind and shrinkage, that guy doesn't have a hammer. He's not being talked about in our TikTok with a wrench, but he still took it right down the ankles.
We should invite him on the pod. See what kind of balls did it take to get up there? Show your balls to the world. Right down Broadway.
I would have been fluffing it up a little bit or something here. I would have been like,
I feel like every celebration, people just want to top one, the one that happened before. There's a lot of one-uppers in these celebrations to the fact where the guy just did what he did.
You played in Philly, and I know you loved it, and I loved playing against Philly, and I always wanted to be a Flyer, but what's with the fucking people of Philadelphia? Why, you won the NFC, why just be complete donkeys? I don't get it. Is that just how they do it? Is that...
I think the question is why not?
Why not?
Why not? Why not just
nothing to lose?
Keep that integrity of being just complete and
mutants.
Utter, disasters.
I'm going to use the word mutant on this podcast for a couple
Degenerates are a good word.
Degenerates.
A lot of gamblers out there, a lot of guys eating, piling on those cheesesteaks. Listen, they love their sports. And they've fucking got a good team over there. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, we're going to get into that. But first, let's give some love because you're sitting in a brand new chair. To people out there that want to know why Ryan Getzlaf is going to have his jersey hanging in the rafters, is the all-time leading Duck scorers, in my opinion, is a first. Cooley said we don't use ballot in hockey. First, what's the word Cooley told me it is? Eligibility. First year of eligibility.
We're not allowed to use ballot.
Apparently in the NHL, you don't use first ballot.
Okay.
That's what Cools is saying. I believe him. I prefer first ballot, so it's on Missin Curfew. So Cools, fuck you. We're going first ballot. Comes in the studio. First of all, hates the chair he's sitting in. Hates Updogg's chairs. We come in. Updogg's got a brand new chair.
3 new chairs. I look comfy. I'm actually just in a much better space mentally today than I usually am coming in here. Because I stand too long. It's like 2 hours standing and talking, and you're like comfy over there. You get your big ass lazy boy, Bobby Orr style. And no, this is just a nice thing. I love how we had to go, Sherlock Holmes to figure out who bought them.
Yeah, because he put my name on them, and I was like, "Fuck, boys, I got to be honest." So Bobby Orr has this exact chair at Big Canyon.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Bobby, send me the whatever the number on it. I'll send it to the Updogg, and we're trying to track it down.
Couldn't find it anywhere.
Couldn't find it. Come in, boom, 3 chairs. Binger put that one together. How's the sturdiness? Binger
It's not perfect.
Yeah,
it often just slides down and up, but the rest, he's got the elbow rest put on well.
Just don't lean back. Might be missing a couple bolts or something.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to put that together?
That was probably like 30 to 45 minutes, but that was
this way. I feel safer in it than if you sat. If you sat in it, you might take this baby
that's
right
any
down.
chair in the history. That's any chair in the world,
Right
brother.
down to Chinatown.
That's any chair in the world. That's my worst fear. Like you go a restaurant in New York City, right? We're gonna get into New York City and the state of New Jersey in a little bit. But you sit on a chair in New York, it's like, what are the chances? Like 50-50 I go through this fucking thing. They're like this small. You're like,
looking more for the booth.
I'm looking for a booth.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a booth.
Yeah.
That's great
keep
chairs.
Your head on a swivel.
Have you ever been, or it's your neck of the woods, you ever been to Barney's Beanery in Santa Monica?
Have ever been to Barney's Beanery? There's the OG ones in Pasadena right by my house.
Okay. Have you been to the one in Santa Monica?
Yeah.
The fucking bar chairs they have there are fucking unbelievable.
You go all the way back.
You could put a shift in at Barney Beaneries and not get a fucking Lupul back or O'Brien back. Just
so I got led to understand why some restaurants, put shitty chairs in there because they don't want people sticking around forever. They want them to get in there, eat, drink, get the fuck out. And if you got a comfy chair like here, the turnover, someone eats their appetizer, they take a while, they're comfy, they wait, and you don't get that turnover.
Well, listen, you got to have somewhat of a comfy chair because if you get a big boy like myself, I'm scared to eat because I'm going to go through the chair.
That's where you make up your
fine line.
Your revenue. Yeah. That one guy that's comfy and won't leave, but he can eat.
You hungry, Obes? No, actually, boys, I better not eat here because this chair is fucking, it's one chicken tender from fucking
I need a fucking crane to get me out of here.
Hey, Updogg, you teed me right up for restaurants here. Speaking of chicken, Joey's, again, in Newport, beautiful establishment. Updogg, I'd like to go catch a buzz with you there one night. Food's great sushi. I got a complaint though. There's no chili chicken on the menu.
That's insane.
That's insane to me.
Why wouldn't?
I don't know. Their appetizers are cauliflower something and a fucking, come on. We need the chili chicken. So Joey's Newport. I don't know if we, maybe we talk to Rusty. Get it on there for the boys.
Maybe they're just so new. Maybe the chili chicken just, we're on a chicken shortage here too, I think, by the way.
Are we running out of chickie?
We're running out of eggs, running out of chickens. Everything's fucked up.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
You sold Petey to a blind kid?
Harry, I took care of it. No chili chickens at Joey's Updogg. I was crushed, but I was looking forward to just dipping into some ranch.
Save the chickens, eh?
Save the chickens. It's the old thing. What comes first, the chicken or the egg? Updogg, the chicken.
We're not sure.
Love Joy's Updogg. I saw Avatar. Thought about you. Went and saw it in 3D. Smoked a little weed pen called OG Banana. Binger. Get this strand, bro. OG Banana. I smoked it all through Avatar. Smoked it all in Palm Springs. Great little strand.
Nice. How's the body feel? Is it like a THC to the...
it was just pure fucking, it's pure
nice.
indica. Actually, you know what? It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid OG Banana. Unbelievable. Baked the whole weekend.
How much popcorn did you crush when you smoked some chiba at the movies?
You know what? I went to the lot and I had sushi.
Oh, nice.
So listen, I ate and then I puffed.
Explain to our listeners up north what the hell the lot is.
Okay, the lot's a great establishment where, you come in, you can order food, wine, whatever you want. They have chairs where they lift the middle open so you can, get your girl like this, whatever else you want to do. It's a nice little playing surface for you. And the chairs go back, like full back like that. You can order wine.
Talk about not getting a guy out of there.
Fuck, my chair was wonky. I think there was a big boy in there before. She's a little like, ee! I'm like, oh, fuck me. So I would just puff it, Banger veteran move, like this.
Yeah, right in the shirt. Right in the shirt.
Right? Couple puffs. Hey, oh yeah, this is awesome.
You can't even smell that stuff anymore now.
It smells
like
good.
It smells like
OG
bananas.
banana.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the swimmers in Avatar, all right?
They can
you
swim.
see the
can't
swimmers?
they? That's why I like
You
the
see
movie
the
so
fucking
much.
swimmers when the Avatar swimmers came?
Oh, the
They were
forearms on them?
monsters, bro.
Yeah, they had tough calves, tough forearm.
Monsters, dude. Yeah, monster Avatar swimmers. I was like, yeah, baby, yeah. See, Banger, you're fucking chirping swimming? The Avatars, bro. They were just, and they had the little fins. You know how good that would be for the breaststroke up, dog?
I bet.
Fuck, you just moving. But what a great
I
movie.
bet. Yeah, I loved it.
When did
3
you think
hours.
the last one was?
Last
the first
one was,
What year?
What was it? 14 years ago?
2009.
Yeah, 14 years.
How much did that movie make to cost Avatar?
I don't know, but he's made $3 billion movies now. He's made the Titanic, and then both Avatars made over $1 billion.
Yeah. I got a question. Why was the general that turned into an Avatar so fucking tall?
When they go into Avatar form,
Yeah.
they're automatically taller. And then they were comparing those. He was walking around the humans, so
Yeah.
you could see just how big those avatars were.
Yeah.
It's hard to see like, you know, that difference until they're in the same scene. But the avatars are like
Monsters.
crazy. They're probably like 15 feet tall.
Yeah. How cool is that little machine where the girl got in and was like walking like an Avatar where she was punching the bag?
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
I mean,
I always said you could be Iron Man. What's his
Me?
name? Yeah. What's his name?
Tony Stark.
You're Tony.
Yeah.
You could be Tony Stark.
I'd like to be. I
When-
think Elon Musk is
When
Tony
you were
Stark.
single. Now you're,
I know.
Tony Stark was single, living in a fucking mansion with sick technology.
He
you know?
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's no longer Tony Stark. Who's got 2 kids? He's fucking.
Are you sure? Did Tony not have any kids in Iron Man?
Not that he knew of, eh? Not that,
That's true. Well
not that he
said.
knew of. Have you two stoner? Oh, Maxie, I'm sorry, you're not a stoner. Have you seen Avatar yet?
I've never seen the first one.
You never seen the first one.
It's like 3 hours. I'm not. I
a little long.
I can't sit through
It's
3
a
hours.
little long.
Would you rather like were you ever like a Lord of the Rings type of person? Okay, yeah. So I don't think you need to be Lord of the Rings type of guy, that like a mystery type guy to like Avatar.
How was it?
Avatar's very like human movie. It makes you feel human, like what we
Yeah.
feel as humans, and then it also sees like how fucking bad we are to, you know, the world and shit like that.
Yeah.
It gives you such a great
Because the
family
climate
feel.
change fucks up the world, so now they're taking over
They
the
say
Avatar,
the
right?
climate change, yes.
Whatever, I don't know
but
climate
we
change,
just
whatever.
absolutely, we use and abuse planet
They're
Earth.
throwing roaches all over Santa Monica is not good for the fucking environment. You know what I mean?
All that smoke up in
Fucking
smoke
pick
tour.
up your fucking roaches, Binger, man. Come on. Hey, how intense was it on mushrooms? Because on weed alone, I was like, whoa, man.
No, the mushies were perfect. It's not like I was.
Did you feel you wanted to jump in the screen a bit?
Yeah, it was great. I had the 3D goggles on. You did too.
Oh, yeah.
So no, it just, you know, a little nibble every like half hour, and I was just
So
felt really
that's
good.
a lot of nibbles.
Yeah, so 6 nibbles.
How was the drive home? Hey, baby, you better drive.
Well,
your
the
head.
best is I didn't go to the lot. I went to Big Edwards, which is arguably the best
That was
theater
probably
in the
better.
planet.
That would be probably
Because it
better.
is
seating.
massive.
Yeah.
There's like 200 seats in this one.
Yeah.
And the sound is incredible. And anyway, snuck the wine in. My only mistake was not bringing 2 bottles of wine.
Snuck the wine.
I always sneak the bottle of wine in.
Yeah.
You uncork it, you stick the cork in, you bring a couple of plastic cups, and you
Like,
shove it
where
in
do
your
you put
jacket.
it? Down your jacket.
Yeah, just in your hoodie, right? Bring that baby in there. Just don't spill the bottle, because it goes like ting 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 down the. You know, all of a
Hits
sudden,
the
like,
front of the stage.
another guy bringing in his wine.
Fucking Upshaw's here again.
Yeah, but it's a great touch.
Do they
The
sell wine or do
no?
they-
They don't at Big Edwards.
Okay, well, that's their own fault.
Even if they did, I'd probably sneak my own bottle in.
Yeah, that's the type of guy you are, really.
Oh, yeah.
That's the type of guy.
$20 popcorns and fucking $8 Sour Patch Kids.
Listen,
I don't need to buy a $40 glass of wine when I can
I
bring in
get
a
it.
$40 bottle.
Can we ruin the movie a bit? Like, what'd you think about the human saving his, no longer dad because his dad's an avatar? What'd you think of him when he pulled him out? And there's gonna be another one. Clearly, that's why they did it.
I
but-
still see. So I think that's the human part of the show. It's like they bring in like the feeling of this is your actual blood, your dad, and
can't leave him there.
and even though he's has all his issues that he has, he went to save him. He's his son. That he never really knew. All he knew was bad stories about his dad.
Yeah.
His dad's an asshole.
I don't know, his dad kind of grew on me a little bit there nearly. I kind of liked him. I was like, I'll play for this guy. He's fucking. He's a prick.
He's a prick.
How about when they How about when they chase down the whales? And
Awesome.
fuck,
See,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
amazing. Those
Yeah.
old sperm whales there.
And they just, it was a great movie. And Updogg, I wanted to say, did you see the Super Mario Brothers trailer?
I sure did.
That was my favorite game growing up, boys. Like the original Super Mario's.
Yeah.
And they have everything. They got the flower power. They got
everything.
The bear suit you put on when you fly.
That's the one you do mushrooms for.
I'm watching that movie. I am fired up for that one.
Yeah.
It's a legit
It
movie.
looks like they're going to make it like an adult film too,
Yeah.
right?
So smart because, we're going to be 40. I'll be 40 in August. You'll be 40 in October.
Mm-hmm.
That's our generation. We grew up playing that game. So that's such a great idea by them to make a legit movie.
Yeah.
Because that's going to get my, whatever, $17.50 at the lot to go in there again and smoke the OG banana pen.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the live action Mario films? Like they weren't animated, like from 20 years ago.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I don't know if I did.
The little fat Luigi and Mario's. Yeah. I recall that, but do we know when those were and who acted in them? Like
the movies didn't do anything.
Yeah, but I do remember seeing these.
I don't remember that. This movie,
Did they have the real little dinosaur for what's his name? What's their dinosaur's name?
Yoshi.
Yoshi. God, bring me back. Let's play some fucking Mario.
Yeah, I know, man. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, fuck, I want to get a Nintendo. Is there any Nintendo stick around out there anymore? It's got to be somewhere.
I don't know.
There's got to be.
Yeah.
I'll play Nintendo with you if we can track one down. So if you haven't seen Avatar, I guess we ruined the movie for you. But Banger, you should check it out, bro. It's a little long, but you should maybe watch the first one. And then, but I'm with you. 3 hours is, by the end, I was like, all right, enough here.
What do you think? There's a lot of controversy with Chris Pratt being Mario. What do you think about that? Him being the voice of Mario?
And the voice of Luigi is the guy from Horrible Bosses, right? The little annoying guy.
Charlie Day.
Yeah.
Why is there?
Because he's not Italian and he doesn't do an Italian. Like he doesn't do like a Mario type of accent. Like it's not a good accent.
They should have got that comedian Sebastian Monetanos or whatever his fucking name is.
He would have been perfect.
He does this bit about TSA. Fuck up, dog. You got to find it. He goes, I've been everywhere. I've been to fucking Beirut. These guys come up. They got fucking guns. They got fucking neat and tidy fucking. You come here, the guy's like, hey man, get your liquids and gels on your fucking. It's just great. But great movie, Updogg. I'm glad you recommended it for me. 3 hours is a bit long, but just take that pen with you. NFL football. My Bengals are out. I got to be honest with you. I love Joe Burrow.
Is that a ball of Camus? I was going to ask.
No,
do we not bet the Eagles versus?
No, only if the Bengals got there.
Oh, that's right.
When Joe Burrow was wearing,
double check that.
When Joe Burrow, you can double check it, but when Joe Burrow was wearing all pink, now you didn't want to bet me because you wanted odds, and I said let's wait till they get to the Super Bowl.
Did I want the odds?
You wanted odds.
What did that mean? Good.
Because you got the Eagles at plus 250, and I got the Bengals at plus 750. So I was like, I'll bet you. You're like, well, I want I want odds.
I think I was favored. I would have been favored in a game, right?
Yeah. So you're telling me you wanted odds. You wanted like 2-1 because you got them at 250. I don't know. You said you wanted odds.
I thought we were just saying if one of them wins.
Oh, I thought you were saying if we met them in the playoffs.
We'll just have to double check the vocabulary.
No, but I thought you were saying if they met in the Super Bowl. No.
Yeah, if they would have met in the Super Bowl, I mean, it would have been probably I was favored, so I wouldn't have asked for 2-for-1 odds, right? No. Anyway,
I don't know, but we can backtrack. If you want a bottle of Camus, I'll give you a bottle of Camus. I got tons in the fridge. I don't drink them like I used to, so you can come by and grab one. But when Joe Burrow showed up in an all pink outfit, kind of like the fucking shirt Banger's got on right now, I was a little concerned, bro. Like all pink denim, like I don't know, man. Nothing wrong with pink. Real men wear pink. I get it, but a little too much swag, maybe.
Yeah, man, that's a good call, but. I mean, I don't think he was the difference. It wasn't on him.
But he wasn't. He had a couple plays in the fourth quarter where.
Yeah, I mean, he made some incredible throws. The third and longs were, I don't know. I felt like I was cheering more down the stretch than I was kind of yelling at the TV.
Yeah.
And that was because he made some big plays. He had to. They got down early and, they found a way to battle back.
The 4th and 6th play he made with Jamar Chase was unbelievable. 3rd and 6, they go for that. Bomb play that gets picked off. To me, I'm like, why not just try to pick up the first down there and keep it rolling here and keep Mahomes off the field and let that ankle get a little more cold from sitting on the sidelines at Arrowhead. And I don't know, he threw the pick. People at A&O were like, it's a punt. I'm like, I know, but here comes Mahomes again. Now, granted, they didn't score, but I don't know. I was just looking to more grind him down.
Yeah.
Grind him down.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was their weapon that was working, right? Throw it up and let the big boy fucking jump and grab it.
That's true.
And then so you get one-on-one coverage, although he did throw it. He threw it too far, but great overall. I mean, great overall championship Sunday.
Patty Mahomes, man, one leg.
Yeah,
that was impressive. That was impressive. He made
from
some
a guy
sick-
talking from bad ankles to another guy. It's impressive. A high ankle sprain 1 week. Now he's got 2 off.
How healthy can he get that baby?
Oh, it's the, TBD to how bad it actually is.
Yeah.
The fact that he moved like he did this week was pretty impressive to me. I thought he was going to be down and out, which is why I bet on the Bengals too.
Yeah.
I probably a healthy Mahomes. I'm probably going, you know what? Since he's got in the last 4 games,
Yeah.
it's, is it his time to get back in the dance? It probably is, right?
Yeah. A
Kelsey.
healthy Mahomes, I still take the Bengals at the start of playoffs because I like the plus 750, but I probably don't bet the Bengals in that game. I probably just watch it
For
because
sure.
I wouldn't have been as confident. But I thought they were going to go in there, and I didn't think Mahomes was going to play as good as he did. I was fucking impressive, man. Threw for over 300 yards. And then when he had to in that last play, which was clearly holding, but whatever. I ripped the NHL refs. I don't need to rip NFL refs. I don't know enough about the game. But to me, I didn't know drinking a Pacifico looked like a hold. Mahomes turned the Jets on and fucking ballsy. Man.
And it was a penalty too, right? It would have been, there would have been a hold there, and then there would have been a penalty here, so it would have offset. And would he have got his yards to get a field goal? Probably not.
No, he wasn't in field goal range, so that guy pushed him.
So
that sucks, but and then Purdy, I sent out a tweet about Purdy saying get back in there, but he needs his UCL.
Yeah. That thing popped off. He left that thing back in Philly.
I still think for one game, can you not fucking taper up and fucking shoot it up or something where I could just no,
because I think that this is a question for Joe DeMarco, our baseball boy.
Yeah.
But I think any sort of action that you need to do that's your little elastic that works.
Like rookie of the year.
Yeah, this thing's gonzo. I mean, like anything, you probably shoot that up and get away with a half decent.
I don't know. I mean, I was like uncle that just kept handing it off to poor McCaffrey and Debo Samuel were just getting lit up and they were trying their guts out. I'm like, well, if I'm the owner, I'm like, quit giving it to our 2 best players. This game's over, all right? Like, let's not get these guys hurt too. I had the under, so I was just sitting there loving life.
Rocking chair.
I've never had never been so safe in a bet in my life. Because I didn't think the Niners could beat them. I thought the Eagles were going to win. So I just said, I'll take the under. I think it's going to be a good defensive battle.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Eagles look like a good team. Like, they got to be the favorite, right? -2.
They're the favorite, yeah. They're the favorite. They've been a machine all year. If they get ahead, I don't know. I know Patrick Mahomes, but when they get ahead, the Eagles, every time I watch them, they've cost me more money in the NFL than anyone this year because I don't know. I guess I haven't thought they're that good, but they are. But when they play with the lead,
it's a good night, Jim.
Good night, yeah. And their offensive line with that Lane Johnson and Kelsey, I mean, their interior line when they run, I don't know if Kansas City can handle that. And I do love Jalen Hurts. I've always liked Hurts.
Yeah.
But I would still rather have Patrick Mahomes.
100%.
I'm going to bet the Chiefs just because I've come this far. I can't jump on the Eagles now. So you're probably in good shape. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
You're probably in
Bottle
good shape.
Camus.
I'll bet you a ball of Camus on that.
Yeah, the Chiefs and Eagles, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of a guy who deserves a ball of Camus, shout out to our boy Max Homa. One Tory. I watched it yesterday. I caught the back 9 yesterday at some point.
I watched the whole thing Saturday. It was Daddy and me at the house. Yeah, it was awesome.
No one has more wins on the tour than Max Homa in the last 25 months. No one.
And that's 5.
He's got 6 total now.
6 total wins in 2 years.
Yeah.
More than Rory, more than John Rahm.
More than anybody.
Good for him.
He is legit right up there.
4 on California soil. He's a homer.
There was a clip of Tiger watching him hit a shot at Tiger's tournament in the Bahamas. And Tiger was talking to Thomas. He's like, I like that move.
I like his. Yeah,
he's like, see how he cast it at the top? I don't know what that means. But like, see how he's like casting?
It's loaded.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a beautiful swing.
And then PGA put out a thing. I almost got Princey to put up. It was just Max Homa hitting just crispy rice. Like, every shot was just like as crispy as you could get it.
Yeah.
And this guy's such a beauty that he wins Torrey Pines. Yesterday, he's back in Arizona playing in a skins game with his buddies.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a good dude, man. He's just, I mean, if you don't like Max Homa, there's something wrong with you. So.
Did you see they did something great on CBS where they let him for like 3 holes. He wore his AirPods and he talked to the play-by-play guys the whole way. It was awesome.
Told me that, yeah.
It was just a good way. He's like, he comes up to his ball that was sitting just stymied in this little bunker. And he was like, he's like, oh, this sucks. Look at this lie. This sucks. And then it shows like his reaction talking to his caddy, him chipping it up like, oh, that wasn't so bad. So you get like this real live look in. And
It's great.
do you imagine back in the day, someone willing to do that?
Yeah.
It's good for golf.
Great for golf.
Get the guy. It's kind of like it is kind of like a baseball player, which I saw over the course last year in the World Series, getting interviewed like during the game.
Yeah.
Like they just come off like hitting a guy in RBI and they get interviewed right away as the game's kind of still going on. It's kind of like a live look in. It's
great. That's the stuff
bring
the
the
PGA
game-
Tour needs to do.
bring the game into the fucking living room for the fans,
Because the Live Tour, I checked the Live Tour schedule. What a cushy schedule, bro. They play once a month. One tournament a month, maybe two.
Yeah.
Nice and cushy, which teased me up. Did you see Rory and Patrick Reed on the range in Dubai?
I did.
So Patrick Reed has sued Rory McIlroy for...
Patrick Reed has sent subpoenas to like, I don't know the number, but like 10 plus people for basically defamation for his career earnings, for chirping him to like going to live and taking away his sponsors and all this shit. Something like that.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not a lawyer or anything.
Yeah. I don't even know what a fucking subpoena is.
Speculation.
I know I don't want to get one.
It's
But
all
he
his
did-
cheating speculation
Yeah.
that people have commented on and his costume sponsorships and
There you go.
Things like
so,
So who does he have the right?
so he subpoenaed Rory, like basically saying, you need to show up to court and like, I'm suing you.
Yeah.
He did on Christmas Eve in front of like his family and shit. It's pretty gnarly.
It's,
Yeah.
it's like Pineapple Express when he goes around, he just serves guys, right? Dresses up as everything. What a great movie that is too. I used to remember Pineapple Express. That's
great
what
with the cross doobies.
Cross joint. You're not going to smoke this with me, bro? I can't even light this thing by myself. Anyways, I'm excited anyways. Yeah, I'm with you. Live Tour. I think it's great. Updogg. Some sad news in the NHL. Bobby Hall, the Golden Jet, passes away. Age 84. Over 1,000 games, over 1,170 points. Nobody shot the puck like this guy.
No.
Have you seen the pictures surfacing?
Yeah, he's a beast.
What a stud.
Farm boy.
How damage did he do away from the arena?
Chi-town, baby.
Wow. I mean, he was a good looking, just
Yeah,
jacked
he had
guy.
the best personality in the world too. An incredible storyteller. You ever seen anyone, on stage telling good stories? It was Bobby Hall. I got to meet him one time on his birthday at Cafe Napoli in St. Louis with actually Gretzky, my brother Bizzle. It was his birthday, and they all had a big dinner there. Brett was there, Jody. So anyway, my condolences to the Hall family, and we lost the legend, but I thought they did Scott Van Pelt did a great job last night on ESPN. And you just seen the outpouring, the Minnesota, the Winnipeg game. They honored him before the game. The NHL did their part, but a legend, well said.
We will be right back. Welcome back to Missin Curfew. Updogg, Top Titty. To the fellas out there that are wondering about Top Titty, I've had some people reaching out to us. It's coming back in full force. I guess we could say, right? We've renegotiated with DraftKings.
Fuck you. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, it's my podcast. It's our podcast. We were renegotiating with DraftKings. We got a deal done, so we're going to continue to work with them.
We told them to turn the top titty back on.
Yeah, we said turn the fucking Top Titty back on. So it's coming. Updogg, I think we're going to make it for a little more cash here. So people out there, if you it was $3 right now. My idea is $20. So if you guys out there, fellas, on our social, if 20 sounds better to you, the pot will be worth more. Keep your attention more. I don't know. Let's get this thing going a little more nationally.
There's one way to tell. We just bump it to 20 for one day and then see how many entries we
Does
get.
20 sound like a lot to you guys if you guys were playing fantasy or what? Or that would give your balls a tug or what?
That's a bit steep.
It
It
is
is a bit steep, I'd say.
It is.
I'd say maybe 10. Is there a limit to what it actually can be before it's like legally like a,
No, I mean, you can do, there's $50, $100 contests.
Dude, there's some fantasies on there. You can win fucking $1 million. I played a couple. I haven't won any through DraftKings, but there's a couple NHL ones that you can get in there. Maybe $1 million. I might be getting carried away, but like.
No, they'll do $1 million contests for like big games.
Yeah. I figured that. Okay. Well, I guess I was thinking the Missin Curfew guys, like, I'd say
$5 to $10 is probably the sweet spot, would be my guess.
But you're going to win more, brah.
What if we did like a monthly one that just gets super pumped up?
Here's one right now on the DraftKings app. Today, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Create a 9-player lineup while staying under the 50,000 salary cap. Does it tell you how much you're going to win? First prize, $30,000.
Wow.
Second prize. No, that one's for $30,000. They got another one for $8,000. One for $1,000.
What's the entry?
$15.
$15, and they probably got like 5,000 people.
Right now, they got 1,500 people signed up.
Nice.
Can we ever make top titty? That is what I'm saying. Yeah. Am I dreaming too big, boys?
No, I think
Am I
we can
dreaming too
if we
big?
do the right. We just got to get it in the right ears. Bud.
Okay, we'll do a social clip. Can we do a little thing where we do it? How much top titty do you guys want to put in, and how much do you want to play for?
Do some kind of poll. Yeah.
Let's do some kind of poll and see where the honey hole is. Where
Yep.
these guys. Listen, what's $20? Don't tell your old lady you fuck. You gotta have $20 up in your truck in Canada somewhere under your pack of smokes. Grab it, put it to the top titty. No, I don't get this shit. I mean, come on here, bros. Come on here, boys. So it's coming back. We're gonna do a poll. Great idea. DraftKings Saturday night lock of the night. The Updogg took the Kraken over the Blue Jackets. I took the Oilers over the Blackhawks, which was a record minus 420. So to the boys out there, and I took a puck line. I took them both ways. Actually, yeah, I took them both ways.
Yeah, I took the over in the game, and I took them money line first period.
Smart. That's a good way to do it. If there's big odds like that,
I know.
The money line, half a goal.
Like you say, that's giving your balls a tug, though, this minus 420.
I knew they weren't going to lay an egg, though, because they just laid an egg against Columbus. So I knew the Oilers weren't going to lay an egg.
So I'm now what? 7-3?
You're 7-3. I'm 8-4. Combined, we're 15-7. Right? Is that good math?
Yeah.
We're making you money here on the Lock of the Nights.
Yeah,
If
we
you're
are.
betting us Lock of the Nights, we're making you money.
I like to go those even. I don't like to really, tell the boys to grab the nuts that well. I want them to like
It's true.
find the one that's giving you the better odds. Eh?
I know. With that, I mean, it's
My 7
You're
and
right.
3 is kind of getting outlooked here because a lot of them were.
well.
We're underdog.
If you went by who's made more money for them, it's by far you.
Yeah,
By
gotcha.
far you. But for me, I'm just trying to get wins.
I know,
Just
yeah.
trying to get wins here, right? Like,
So
but
no
it's-
Saturday game here. Are we betting on the All-Star game?
So
Are we
it's a
betting on
good
it?
point by
Yeah.
you though. Like we should maybe try to find ones that are. It's hard because we record on Tuesdays, and sometimes the lines aren't out. But we have an idea. I'll say we have a pretty good idea what they're going to be.
Well, let's. We should pick right now just to have a contest. But who do you want in the All-Star game? What are you thinking,
You know
bud?
what, man? Can I be honest with you about the All-Star game?
I just
The
see
whole format is shit.
I know, but
Like, let's just play East versus West, even 4-on-4. East versus West, 4-on-4, 60-minute game. I don't need, like, what?
I've
I've had enough of it, bro.
But-
I've had enough of it.
But they're still going to play a game, just East versus West, right?
No. I'll tell you who's playing, bro, right now. The first game, stand by. Saturday. Central Division versus the Pacific Division starts at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. An hour later, the Metro plays the Atlantic, and then the winners of that play in the final at 5 o'clock.
Stupid.
Stupid. Stupid.
It should be
Just have a fucking All-Star
East
game.
versus West.
Yes. Have a puck drop at 5 o'clock. Have a game.
So I thought I only saw 2 jerseys. Do they have like 2 jerseys, but just the
Yeah.
white and the
Yeah,
blacks?
because it's retro. To
Yeah.
go on the revert- the jerseys are unbelievable.
Yeah, they're nice.
The jerseys are unbelievable.
What's better, the Pro Bowl or the NHL All-Star Game?
Well, I can't wait for the Pro Bowl this year because it's flag football. So I'm interested to watch them play flag football.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So typically, Max, I would say they both suck, but I think the Pro Bowl will be better.
And it's like at the end of the year, I think the NHL gains an advantage having it during the year.
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Yeah,
when is the
it's-
The Pro Bowl is like 2 days before the
Next weekend.
Super Bowl.
Next
It
weekend.
is
Yeah,
actually
they're-
for the.
They're
It is.
same day. Remember last year or Sunday? Sorry, it's on Sunday.
It's on this Sunday coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be in Fort Lauderdale, but we'll go watch it if you want.
Are they always doing that in Hawaii still?
No, they
Vegas.
switched it up recently.
Vegas this year,
Vegas,
right?
yeah.
It's
Ooh.
back in
Vegas.
Vegas again this year.
Bet you the boys
What do
like
you
going
guys
to
think?
Vegas more than.
One of the competitions is longest drive for the Pro Bowl. They're having the football players golf and see who can hit the longest drive.
On a track, man, or they'll probably do it at a golf course and then just show the result.
No, there's like these skills contest things built out where the end zones are, and then the field itself is like 50 yards in the middle. It's a whole
yeah, but
different.
if you hit a long drive in that stadium, I don't care who you are, you're still going to crack
right,
it.
it's got to be on a TrackMan or something.
It says each player will get 3 swings from the tee, and the player that drives the furthest within the boundaries on each side of the fairway will
nice.
win 3 points.
Got to keep her in the fucking play.
Yeah. Yeah. See, so I see them doing that at like Shadow Creek the day before or something, and then just showing it on the TV screen like they did with the NHL team last year. By the way, did you see the Chipotle contest here this year? It's chip and putt at the NHL game. Yeah, NHL's doing like a chipping closest to the pin.
Really?
Yeah, it must be a Florida thing, but it's called like the Chipotle like pin something. I don't know.
Well, you got a computer right there. Yeah, pull it up.
Yeah, I saw it the other day. So it's Chipotle NHL skills. Let's see.
I would say, to answer your question, Binger, one of the quarterbacks is probably going to win that, no?
The Chipotle pitch and putt will have 6 players combine their hockey and golf skills on a par 4 golf hole featuring an island green. 6 players will participate. The winner, being one successful, sinks the puck and the ball in the hole with a few shots. So they're going to take this to a golf course too and do it.
Love it.
Par 4 featuring an island green. Unless they do that out on the ice, it'd be kind of badass.
I think any idea like that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Anything to take away from how bad the 3-on-3 is. These poor guys got to go out there and play 3-on-3.
Luongo's going to be taking shots at the All-Star game this year.
I saw something about him on Twitter where he's putting his gear back on. I'd like to take one more out of Louis, maybe hit him in the collarbone or something. Hit him in the collarbone or something.
Hey, note to all you young kids out there who never shot on him before, he's got a big 5-0.
Does he?
Big 5-0.
I got one on Lou in a regular season game in Vancouver. Great screen by Corey Perry, but I'll be honest with you, in practice, I didn't score on Lou very much, but also I wasn't shooting very hard on him. Like, I never shot high on Lou, ever. Like, I didn't want to hit him in the shoulder. Are you kidding me? He's our number one goalie. He's up for the Vezina. I'm fucking throwing little muffins in there. Now, Jason LaBarbera down at the other end.
Sorry,
Barbsy.
Yeah.
I was coming high and hard trying to show you V, like, hey, I can kind of, put me out there, coach.
Yeah, nobody was safe in net with me.
No, nobody was safe when you're on the ice.
Nobody.
We're going to get into that, by the way. So our first segment, Back Up the Brinks Truck, brought to you by our good friends at Lifeforce. Promo code
Curfew.
We're going to be doing something cool with Lifeforce down in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, we are.
Updogg, so.
Yeah, we got our boy Steve coming into town. We'll be doing some blood draws and a little competition, my friend.
Can't wait for that. I can't wait. Whoa, he's going to draw my blood on the Sunday, eh? Heads up.
Well, it's called body optimization.
This kid, Back Up the Brinks Truck, Kuzmenko from Vancouver. I love this kid. 2 years, $11 million. I think it's a fucking great deal for the Vancouver Canucks. This kid has a scoring knack. He goes to the net. I love his attitude more than anything, Updogg.
Yeah, he's a little water bug.
Great energy.
Yep.
Fun in his interviews. Good Russian accent. I think this is a great contract for him. Well deserved. And I think it's a good deal for the Canucks.
Yeah, I do. I think now's the time to kind of coach. A new coaching staff is in there. They're going to fine comb it. And who wants in? Who wants to continue to work hard? Who are we going to build this team around? Who wants to be the leaders moving forward? All these things are what happens when like a new coach comes in, right?
Yeah.
He gives his list of guys he thinks he wants out. He wants a new list of captains and leaders. And then, yeah, I think it's a good start.
Be a long list right now.
8 years in the KHL.
Be a long list right now. I think talks his list of guys that he doesn't want on that fucking team. I can tell you that. But continue with the Canucks. Obviously, Bo Horvat got traded to the Islanders. I got to give Sweet Lou credit, man. He came out a couple weeks ago, Lou Lamoriello, and said, it's my job to make this team better. Right now, we're not good enough. Goes out, pulls the trigger, brings in Bo Horvat. I don't think the Islanders are that good. I don't know.
No.
I
think this is a move completely knowing that Lou has, 6 months left on his deal?
Yeah.
And if he wants any chance of a playoff run this year and keeping his job, this is kind of where he's at. I don't know if it's known that this is his last year, but Bo Horvat is the best player in this, in this trade. Bolivier's younger kid, prospect, ratty, and a conditional first-round pick, which could eventually be a guy with the same caliber of skill as Bo Horvat. That's to be determined. But there's no guaranteeing that this kid stays.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to trade Bolivier, or however you say his name. How do you say it? French kid?
Bolivier.
I think Canucks are going to try to flip him right around and hit something for him. I don't think he's in their plans in my opinion, of something. I think they're going to try to move him before the deadline. Listen, the Islanders are 2 points out, although games played, they're in one. Buffalo and Pitt have 4 games in hand on them.
Even if you get in, good luck Tampa, good luck Boston, good luck, Carolina. They're going to get worked.
They just can't score, man.
Yeah.
And it was a problem, I thought, coming in. Now, Horvat's having a career year. He's always been a 30-goal scorer. He's already got 30. Listen, our boy Barzal's got 12 goals. I love him. He's got to score more. Lee's got 19. Nelson's got 19. I think if this team gets in,
Yeah.
They could be maybe a pesky out.
Of course. Great goalie.
Yeah. I just don't know. I mean, it's a great move for like you said, for
to
Lou.
fix it now.
Lou's like, fuck it. I got nothing to lose.
He didn't give up a whole lot either, right? It's not like, I don't know. It seems like the ceiling's kind of set pretty low for selling.
Yeah.
It looks like it could be a buyer's, market moving forward up until the trade deadline.
I think if you're Bo Horvat, you got to be thrilled to get out of there, though, right? Of everything that's going on, and I know he was a captain, but
he had made up his mind. I think, much, before this.
Like, I always wish they would come out now and say, like, his agent and the GM, be like, how far apart were you guys? Were you $1 million apart? Were you $2 million apart? Were you a year off? Like, how far away were you?
It's not every day you trade your 30-year-old captain or 25. How old is he? 26, 27 years old.
I don't know, look it up there. My fucking iPad's in one. I don't know, like, what is going on over here, but here we go.
He's 27 years old.
Yeah.
He's born in 1995. I mean, how many times are you trading your captain like that?
Yeah.
So they had to have been off. I'd say more than $1 million a year. I'd say it's more like, I think this team's taking a step backwards. I don't want to be involved. Like, trade me now and get something for me because otherwise I'm going to walk.
Yeah. And I don't know Bo Horvat. I don't know him at all. I've watched him play a lot with the Canucks, especially when Greener was a coach. I didn't miss many games back then because I was pulling for Greener. Great two-way player, great in the face-off circle. The year they had some success in the bubble, he was a great player, a big reason for it. But if I'm going to build an organization around a guy, I don't know if Bo Horvat has enough jam to his game for me. And people are going to be like, oh, it's not the... Still, you need guys like Tampa, right?
Yeah.
Like guys that are going to get in there and fucking... I'm not saying fight, but I'm saying get in there and stick up for your teammate and play with a little bit more of an edge. And I think Bo Horvat is a great secondary guy. I think him going into Long Island or wherever he ends up signing, if there's other leadership guys there, I think he's a great... I just don't know if he's the guy that you're like, hey, we're down 2-1 in the series. How are you going to change the momentum, Bo Horvat? Are you going to go Ryan Getzlaf style and go out and fight Joe Thornton? They don't do that anymore. But how are you going to get us going here? I just don't know if he has that in him, in my opinion, from watching.
It's well said. That's spoken like like a guy that played the game. He kind of knows what you need and what's lacking. And if there's, I mean, I know Bo a little bit. If there's anything to be said about his character, it's just probably that he's quiet.
Yeah.
Sedins were quiet leaders.
You were there with them, right?
I know. Yeah. But shortly. I mean, he wasn't given the C yet, but you could tell like he was the mold that they wanted to take over when the Sedins were gone.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a lot to be the vocal captain in this league at a young age. Like it's not everyone's style, but you're right. I think you put this guy in a like more of an assistant leader role, someone that can follow, like, if he goes into Boston Bruins dressing room, like who knows what kind of, he might elevate his game even more.
Yeah. And the Islanders have a great captain in Lee.
Yeah.
I think the Islanders is a great fit for him. Can he keep up the scoring rate, right? I think he's got 31 already or something like that. Can he keep that up the rest of the year? Because the Islanders are going to need that from him. And another thing about the Islanders real quick that we're on him, I haven't talked about him a whole lot is, listen, I don't know Lane Lambert, right? He's got good hair. I'll give him that. His hair fucking always looking sharp. But if you're going to fire Barry Trotz and then you're going to promote Lane Lambert, like why not go and get a young new coach that has an offensive flair, like a Mark Savard who's coaching in Windsor, for example? Why not bring in Savvy? And say, Savvy, listen here. We need you to bring your offensive skill that you had for the Boston Bruins. Like, to me, I watch them. It's like watching the Barry Trotz Islanders. Like, I don't see anything fucking different. Like, what's Lane Lambert doing that Trotzy wasn't doing? I don't know.
You're asking Lou Lamoriello to do something that, a young coach there. I mean, did he do it in Toronto? No. Right? He wasn't the guy that brought in.
He brought Babs in, didn't he?
He brought Babs in.
Yeah. Gave him fucking 8 bananas a year.
Yeah. It's the old school ways are the old school ways.
Yeah. To the Canucks fans up there, hang in there, fellas. Better days ahead. Just head down to Yale Town. You'll be able to drink your sorrows away down there. There's a couple good spots, Updogg down there in Yale Town. The Rumor Mill brought to you by our new friends at Labatt Blue. Listen up, dog. Columbus Blue Jackets came through Western Canada. This Corpusalo, he cost me a little fucking cheddar. He cost me against the Flames on a puck line. He cost me against the Edmonton Oilers on a puck line. I don't know what teams out there need goalies. I'm sure there's a few, but this Corpusalo, I'm telling you, why not go get him? He's on a 1-year deal, UFA.
Kicking.
He's kicking.
Yeah.
I think if I'm GMs, I'm calling about this guy.
God, the feeling he must have to get out of Columbus.
Man, were you right about Columbus, Updogg? Yeah, you were right again about Columbus.
I mean,
man.
it's a tough spot.
You were there.
I mean,
You were there.
this kid, there's tons of guys looking for goalies, right?
Let's put him on a
Can
team.
Edmonton
Let's put
get
him
him?
on a. Oh. They think they got their guy. What about the Pittsburgh Penguins? Maybe bringing him in. You know, I know they got Jari and Smith, but maybe bring him in for a third. I don't know.
Yeah, time will tell. I wouldn't. I'd be bringing him in for a starting role if I needed to be. Right?
What about Vegas?
Yeah.
Vegas Golden Knights. I would be calling about this guy. And it's no disrespect to Logan Thompson, Aiden Hill. They've been good. But fuck, Vegas maybe. LA. LA's going with Copley right now. They got Quick, who's aging. I don't know. I just think I watched him up close for 3 games, Updogg, and he was kicking. We talk about Pittsburgh on this podcast. I've had some people through social media and stuff talk about they need a tough guy there. What happened to Sid last year in the playoffs? So I think Berkey and Hexy, go out there and get a tough guy for Sid.
Who's available?
I don't know. Is there any tough guys left? Is there?
I mean, there is, but it's, a guy that is going back. Maybe can you fit Delorier in there? Would Philly move him?
Philly has more fights already this year than they had last year.
They would never trade a guy to the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Delorier's not going anywhere. Torch has got to love that fucking guy.
I'm sure he does. What a scrap him and Revo, by the way. That was a heavyweight tilt.
Dude, that's where Revo's first fight in Mini. That's how nobody will fight him. Philly's sitting here at 21. They're 21-21-9. Right now, 6 points out of a playoffs with all their injury. I don't care people what they don't like Torch, but that's just done a hell of a job there. Until the players have bought in.
Yeah.
They play hard. I mean, listen, I took the Jets against the Flyers the other night, and Philly went in there and played a structured fucking game and checked and won 4-0. They play hard.
Yeah, Carter Hart's been good, and then their team, Canuck, he's a force. He's picked up his.
He's having a career year.
Farabee's been good.
Tortorella.
I mean, but you're right. Their D have been banged up.
24 goals, 49 points for Travis Konechny. Hazy's got 45 points and 50. D'Angelo. They just play hard.
Yeah.
There's no secret to it. But I don't know. You're right. If there's any tough guys out there or not, but.
Yeah, no, Pitt just needs to be healthy. Pitt is a team, look out in the playoffs. I mean, when those guys, they've all been there. They know how to play exciting hockey, boring hockey, but they can win games.
I agree. I think Pitt's going to go on a run here after this break. That team get healthy, like you said. I got them going to the finals. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I think they're going to go on a run. Milk Carton Updogg. Let me go here. I've been waiting all week for this. I've been waiting all fucking week for this. I'm putting the Devils mutant fans on the Milk Carton. First of all, when I said wrong side of the river, to you fucking idiots out there, this is what I meant. The people that have the votes, the people that vote on the Hart Trophy, the way they look at it. To me, I think if you play for the Rangers in the bright lights of New York, you're going to get more votes than you are if you play in New Jersey. So that's what I meant by the wrong side of the river. I just think when you look at guys that play in Jersey, historically through my career, before us, maybe it's different now. People who vote on the finalists, if you were a New York Ranger, I think you have a better chance of getting the votes. Just like when Adam Fox won the Norris Trophy. He won the Norris Trophy, 2 years ago?
Yep.
Because he played for the Rangers, I think helped him. So when I said wrong side of the river, that's what I meant to clarify to these fucking mutants. And secondly, I'm a fucking New York type of guy. I like the city. I want to be on that side of the river. I want to be mixing in there. So you know what? Fuck you guys. I don't even give a shit. And I love Jack Hughes. Frosty loves Hughes. I think Jack Hughes is a great player. I think what I love more about him, Updogg, is the way he handles his media, his swag. He's having a great year. Do I think he's a finalist for the Hart? I didn't think it. I don't think it's still. If they get in, maybe he will be. But you got to think right now, you go McDavid, you could go Pasternak, you could go Allmark, you could go Tage Thompson.
Carlson.
I mean, listen, all these guys are having better years. And if Buffalo gets in, are you telling me Tage Thompson's not in there? I get it, Jersey fans. You're all excited. You're back relevant. Fuck, it's finally. You guys are good since Taylor Hall put you in. But Jack Hughes is a great player, but we can't just say he's up for the Hart because you guys are sitting second in the Metro.
Yeah.
I don't know. But let me just get one thing straight. I love Jack Hughes as a player. And Frosty said he's the greatest kid ever. I love his swag. I love his interviews. I just wanted to make that clear on this podcast, Updogg. And to you Devils fucking mutant fans, stay on that side of the river because we don't want you in the city anyways, Updogg, all right? I don't want to see you fucking anywhere near due west. I don't want to see you fucking bounce around the West Village. Stay out of the city. Right? Am I right? Or am I
Yeah,
right?
you're right. Yeah, I wanted to give you your spot to speak.
That's all I gotta say.
I think he
I
clarified.
love Jack
that.
Hughes.
I think it's our girl Jackie Redmond kind of
Fucking
digging
Jackie.
you. Like she knew the question was going to lead you down this path. And the question shouldn't have been, is he in the Hart Trophy finalist conversation? The question is, he's on a tear. He's got almost 30 goals in 30 games. He's been playing unbelievable. But again, it's an 82 game year. Yes, their team has been good. He's their best player. He does have swag. He's great for the game. He's going to be great at the All-Star game. But there's other players that are having better years, and he doesn't get. He's a top 10 player this year. He's
Like, is he a finalist ahead of Allmark? How many games has
No.
Allmark lost? 1, 2?
Yeah, so no, he's
Is
not.
he ahead of Pasternak?
1.9. No, Pasternak's got 38 goals and missed some time.
Is he better than Jason Robertson?
Rantanen? Like Rantanen's
Rantanen?
Rantanen's had no one on his team this year.
Without Rantanen, the Avs are so far out of it. Like, I love Jack Hughes. He's a great fucking player, and he's gonna win a Hart. Hey, people in Jersey, he will be a finalist. Actually, McDavid's gonna win the Hart probably for the next 10 years. So,
Yeah. Good luck.
Jack, wait your turn. But he's a great player, Ups. He's a great player. But what I meant by the wrong side of the river is, throughout our career, if you played for the Rangers, you were going to get more votes for anything, where you're not than if you played for the Devils.
100%.
That's kind of what I meant about it. So, anyways, they were coming at me.
Stay on that side of the Hudson.
Yeah. Stay out of fucking the West Village. Stay out of the West Village. But Jack, keep it going. Frosty has nothing but great things to say about
Oh,
it.
the kid's a stud.
Kids are stuck.
And they're lucky to have him.
Austin Matthews, Updogg, you said it here, was someone was going to get hurt before the All-Star game. He got hurt, unfortunately. I wanted to see him down there. I wanted William Nylander in it. They gave it to Barkov. I'm wondering if Nylander already had a trip planned, right? Fuck, I'd like to go, but you know what? I'm going to, I know he's on the East Coast, so where can he go? What's some island down there where he can?
He's
He's going to the Bahamas, let's say. I'm going to the Bahamas already. Barkov can go. Or do you think it's just straight up, listen, Matthews got hurt, we're giving it to Barkey? Because if you go by the numbers, Barkey's been hurt. And I'm happy for Barkey. He's a finished machine. But he hasn't played a lot of games.
I mean, so
But his numbers are great. He's got 47 points in 42 games.
yeah, but Nylander, right? He's 28 goals, 31 assists, 59 points. He's a plus 17. He's really taken his game to another level. He's a big reason why Toronto's, got that 1-2 punch. They're not just a one-line team. To me, Captain Barkov in his hometown, you need to just have the presence there.
Yeah.
That's he's their captain. The fans are going to want to see him. A lot of local fans will be there. It's an easy change. Now, question would be if someone else got hurt or someone else got little sickness, the All-Star sickness. Would he accept the offer? I think he would. Playing on this team, it's not easy to get an All-Star nod when you have Matthews, Marner, Tavares.
But what if you got everything lined up, dialed in, golf at Baker's Bay and dinners, massages and nights out and boat rides and fishing trips?
That's a good question answer to me and you. We'd be like, I ain't fucking leaving.
And then your agent calls and says, hey, do you want to go play 3-on-3 against the fucking Metro division and do the fucking fastest shot or hardest shot? No, actually, I'm good, bro. No, it doesn't happen, right? You want to be an All-Star. Of course.
You want to be an All-Star, yeah,
You do.
for sure. It's not just getting the call. It's showing up and experiencing it with your friends, family. Yeah, it would be badass.
Even if you got a deep sea fishing where you can go catch
I hate
marlins.
deep sea fishing.
Even if
You'll
you
never
catch
see me out
marlins.
on when Al tries to invite
What
me
if you
deep
could go
sea
catch
fishing,
marlins,
I'm
Uppy?
not. I don't know the kind of marlins you'll be catching.
I don't know. I'm just saying it's obviously you want to be an All-Star, but when you got that, you got that All-Star break, everything planned.
I know.
Don't you got a lot of time after you retire to do that stuff, though?
Oh, Maxie, she's not the same as when you're on an All-Star break playing in the National League, fella. Hey, trust me, bud. You're not seeing the ball quite as well as you
Paid
are.
vacations,
Paid vacation when you're making a couple bananas and you got it fucking locked and loaded and you're like, let's go, boys. No, it's not the same, in my opinion. But I was never close to being an All-Star, so it's easy for me to sit here and joke. I'm joking, people, of course, right? But I just wonder, I'll be a human element takes in, do you want to go to the All-Star game or do you want to go to the Bahamas?
I mean, I do like an island
Am I making any
cocktail
sense?
or two. Yes, of
Am I
course.
making any sense?
You are. To most of our listeners, are probably like, yes, get me out of Saskatoon right now. I'd go anywhere.
You guys are all on brand. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Willie Nylander, buddy. The guy, Willie Nylander's been doing some fucking. This guy fucks up, dog. We've been fans of this guy. We just talked about LG about this guy. Jared Bednar, best dressed coach in the NHL.
Yes,
Second
sir.
best dressed is our boy John Cooper. Winningest coach in Avalanche history. Man, guy coached the team when they had 48 points, and now he's the winningest coach in history. And much like John Cooper, Coop was about to get fired when they got swept from Columbus. They stuck with Coop. The rest is history. They could have fired Bednar after that. They didn't. His suits fuck, and so does he.
Yeah, well said. I think he was the right man for the job, even though they were struggling. They needed a change from Patrick Waugh. They had young players who all needed to learn how to become a team. And then lo and behold, we're talking now, not 4 or 5 years later, and he's got a cup and he's, up there winning as coach and they've had a lot of good coaches.
You think he went out and treated himself to a couple new suits after he broke the record? Probably.
I don't know
A
where
couple
he's getting those suits from.
three-piecers.
I don't know. Those are just showing up to his house, I bet. I bet he doesn't even to go. Like he just, his guys just sending him like new suits every like 2 months.
Right on your tape.
Like, hey, here's another double breasty. Here's a pocket square too.
How good are Lundqvist's suits? I think we talk about this every week, but God, are they good? But I would say to Bednar, I'd like to see how long it takes him to tie his tie, because his tie is always just perfect. Do you think
I'd say
is he
he's
doing
a one
that
and
during
done guy.
warm up, or is it just quick right after he does the meeting?
I'd say that thing is done up right before you.
Right before.
That's a one and done. I'd never fuck up my knots either. I had a good knot, eh?
Not like his. I saw your knots. You had good knots, but not like Bednar's knots.
He's got a tight knot.
Princey, find a picture of Updogg back in the day. Let's see his tie knot.
Well, going into games is one thing, eh? Showing up to the red carpet's another.
Well, you did have the bow tie on for the entourage thing. Binger, this is your up your wheelhouse. The Cy Young. We call this the Cy Young in hockey. Marchenko in Columbus. He's got 13 goals and not one fucking apple. This kid can shoot it.
He's got the blinders on.
Talk about just maybe slide one over to somebody, but he's 13-0. He's going to win the Cy Young this year. This kid can shoot the puck up, dog. He snapped a couple home on that Western road trip where I was like,
he shoots
whoa.
it like Laine.
Yep.
He's been watching Laine shoot now for 2 years, and the kid's got it's a rope on. It's an absolute like slingshot.
It is. Slingshot engaged.
The kids shoot the puck these days so good.
Well, look at the sticks. The Ribeiro Missin Curfew sticks they made. I put that in my hand. I felt like Ovechkin.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, give me the puck. Give me the puck.
You're right.
I saw you took that Ovechkin stick out of here. Smart.
Yeah.
You know what they're going for right now? About like $25K already.
Did I send you that? There's a couple.
You did send me
on
that.
there.
But don't forget who told you to grab that out of here. I could have just taken that and been like, I didn't see it. When Beckham retires because that stick, he's gonna be like fucking Uncle Obes. What a guy. Port Hope, Ontario. I'm a Port Hope kid. I've been retired a long time. Owen Beck. He's keeping Port Hope on the map for us. Went second round of the Montreal Canadiens, played his first NHL game.
Wow.
Did the rookie lap with no bucket. Let's just say his hair's a lot better than mine was.
It's a good name.
Owen Beck. Becker.
Is it Becker? Or is it
that's what I would call him. What would you call him?
Well,
Bexy?
Beck is my son's name. It's just a good it's a good name. Beck. I think that'll sell some jerseys. Is he a good player? Or?
Right-handed shot, played in the World Juniors, got called up late in the World Juniors.
Yeah.
Good on face-offs. He's young, but it's good to see another Port Hope boy, make the league. I mean, listen, you're from
Montreal too in his first game.
Yeah, Fort Mac. They tell you how hard it is to make the NHL. It's impossible to do it, blah, blah, blah. So I just want to say congratulations to Owen Beck. Way to keep Port Hope on the map. And then last but not least, and this guy fucks. I don't even, have you guys seen this video of Updogg celebration? I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless on my own podcast. Holy fuck. Did you?
Well, it's my first game back against the Preds since they traded me. Okay. I didn't even get to play against them for like 2.5 years while I went to Philly. So I had a little sour taste in my mouth, but
you fucking dry hump Jim Vandermeer right off the ice. You were just spread eagle, and you still kept giving her this one.
Oh yeah, it was great. I miss the days of fucking scoring goals and having fun.
Nobody sells more than you. No one was better at selling than you.
The poor guy though, I got his nose. I clipped him right, like my shoulder pad went straight in his nose and busted it pretty good. Like he was actually, his eyes wouldn't stop watering, I think, for the next couple of days. And then the camera on the bench is after. It's great.
I was dying.
It's good footage.
Even
Lumbo
chimed in on our social media. He's like, this is fucking hilarious. I was dying. I text Loops on the side. I go look at this. This is fucking great. Look at Upshaw. And you jumped on him. You're sitting on him. And you're still just like looking at the fucking. It was great. That's the stuff I like when Pritzy finds. The old school stuff for the boys. So, last but not least, I saw something cool. The NHL. I feel like I give them a hard time sometimes, but this was cool branding. They have a commercial of old school video games, basically of what the guys are doing now, right? These fucking Michigans and all this shit. These video game moves that we used to do.
Yeah.
The guys are doing it. That's where our game has come from. I say on this podcast a lot and complain about physicality and penalties, and I'm never going to change from that. But I will say the skill of these guys
is second to none. It's nuts. The speed, the skill, the cheat codes. Man,
cheat codes. That's exactly what it was.
Cheat codes. They're just like R1, R2, and then just how are you?
How are you?
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Did you ever play NHL? I got to be honest. I don't know. This is probably a loser thing, but like when I made the game, I had to play with myself, right? Like I shout out to my boy Steve Cramp. We would, get baked and play video games. I'd be the Canucks. I'd throw myself up on the first power play unit. Me and Mitchie Babe. I didn't care. I was like, fuck, I'm in the game. I'm going to use myself. You never had that itch to do that?
I don't think I've ever played myself in a game.
Wow.
Crazy. I know, like, I used to get the video games from the NHLPA when we'd stop in to get the sweaters and stuff, and I'd hand those out to my buddies, brothers. But never...
I was giving myself the I was giving myself the ice time I thought I deserved.
Yeah, you were.
I didn't put myself in the first power play unit. PP2.
You chirped the ref.
PP2. Yeah. I knew I wasn't out there. It was Bex and Edler, then me and Mitchie, PP2. That's a nice power play too. I would play old school, like low to high. Cramper was a big Chico guy. I go low to high, plus the net, try to cycle. But fellow tour, shout out Rock Bar on Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Rocco with your...
Yeah, the boys will be there. Hoping to get a couple All-Stars to come by and say what's up. Couple alumni boys we put some invites out to. We're going to shoot some content there. So Rock Bar from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I don't know. What's to say, Updogg? Read the rest of that shit.
I'm trying to find it. No, our friends at Rock Bar.
Yeah.
They have the Spazio Italian Bistro, which is also theirs, and you get a free shot if you mentioned that you heard it on the podcast. So that's Spazio Italian Bistro for all you beauties hanging out in South Florida this weekend. And then at the Solana, that's Solluna, free house, a free house mixed drink if you mention Missin Curfew.
Love it.
So that's at Solana, a free house mixed drink if you mention Missin Curfew.
Love it. Shout out to Maxie. Good job tracking it down. It's a perfect location. Me and Updogg are doing our part trying to get some All-Stars and some alumni guys. Listen, we didn't like going to the rink in Sunrise when we played there. When you were making $4 million or whatever, you didn't like going out there. But we will be there for the skills competition. It's sponsored by our friends at DraftKings. Me and Updogg are going to be there before. We're going to get a little content, put on the suit jackets, see what we can get.
I like it. South Florida, we're coming, baby.
Fellow tour, here we come.
What time's the flight? What time's Bird leaving?
I leave tomorrow at 10:30. I got to try to get an IV here. I'm kind of limping into the fellow tour. I don't know why either. I had a nice relaxing weekend in Palm Springs. I think it's that weed I was smoking.
A lot of mucking ass, eh? That's why. You had to just nosedive.
Hey, never go full up. Never go full up, dog. Boys, fellow tour, Banger, I can't believe you're not coming. Updogg, let's turn the clocks back. That was Missin Curfew.